Okay, we are online.
Cool.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Just a couple of minutes
as
for
usual.
everyone. Yeah, for
hmm
everyone to join.
Did you
I'll
send
pro.
the link to the chat, Ludmila?
Yeah, I'm copying it.
Cool. Yeah, now I see. Now let's wait. Hi, everyone
Hi, everyone.
who are with us. Please say hi in the comments.
Yeah, like the last day of your productive work.
Are you tired? Oh no.
Yeah, just like the pleasant part left. Just
Yeah.
listening and talking with Svetoslav Kulikov.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So
Hi, everyone. Maybe
again, yeah.
just,
Hi.
yeah, maybe just one more minute
Yeah.
for,
People who would like to join us.
yeah, maybe yeah, Svetoslav will be on the stream tomorrow. Actually, we're going to discuss testing topics with him. It was like the main event of Friday in our plan.
Yeah, and tomorrow we will have our stream at 8.
If
And
you are reading his book right now, or like if you have some general questions about testing, and he can answer it like in 1 hour meetup.
yeah, you can send this. You can prepare these questions and ask him tomorrow in the chat, and he will answer your questions as well.
Yeah, I
So,
suppose we can
yeah,
start. Yeah.
we can start. Yeah. So, as usual, let's start from like a summary. This week and on a real project, we perform several main activities which each tester will have on their project. So we started to review requirements, then we prepared our testing documentation, checklist or test cases, and we are ready to perform testing. So the next phase is test execution. And here we started with going through our test case or checklist after our developers provide us a link to the build with application which we need to test. So after while passing our checklist or test cases, we see we see the different in within the application. So we created a bug report, because what is a bug? It's a different in between actual result, what we actually see in our application, with expected result, which is written in our checklist or test case, uh, and actually which are based on the requirements. And also other activity we can perform, it's an exploratory testing. What it is, it's a big different topic, so we will spend other time
Discuss
to
this approach.
discuss
Yeah.
this approach. Yeah, thank you. And so after performing some testing activities, you will find a bug and you need to create a bug reports.
Yeah.
So you
Actually, reporting bugs on screen is a very popular interview task when you just have no time to search like on the web forms. So it's like an exercise for you to be very attentive and be able to formulate all bugs attributes in English. That's very useful, I suppose.
Yeah. So let's go as usual and see and provide some feedbacks and review some works. And as usual, we're not just discussing the one work, exact work, but also we will provide you like a general feedback, like tips and tricks, and so on. Today we have 11 tasks performed. So we have our spin from 1 to 11. So let's see who will be the first one. Mhm. Wow. Number 2.
Number two.
Yeah, let's look at this task. Yes, so we have ID, good summary, description, which includes also steps to reproduce, actual expected result, priority, severity, and environment. Also, it's better to have a attachment field. It will be like the most important field as well. So let's start to read it. Home element of the breadcrumbs isn't a link on the selected page. Agree. Yeah, here we have like when we have a screenshot, it's better. But for you, we prepared our form, so we will see if it's needed. Yeah. Then we have a description. Description, it's like so. Summary is quite good. We have like what, where, in what
Under what
conditions,
conditions? Yeah.
if it's possible. Yeah, sure. So here description is should be like add in more details to our summary,
Yeah,
and
it's
here we
good.
have,
It
yeah,
differs from summary.
it's okay. And here, like we have a separate precondition. Here we have a difference with our test cases. It's better all your steps include in steps to reproduce. For sure, we have like different goals for creating bug reports. It's for statistics and so on. But the main goal is to describe our problem to the developer. And believe us, developers are very lazy, and they are no don't like to read all a lot of information. So your bug report,
Save his time to fix
yeah,
the bug instead of like
reading
additional
a poem,
additional efforts yet to understand. And
yeah.
actually, I suppose that preconditions in bug reports should be if you need like a real preconditions, like for the database bugs or something like that.
Yeah,
But here, just go into the appropriate page or website. That's definitely a step.
yeah, absolutely. For example, what comes in my mind, if you need some special type of document, for example, or attachment, but the best way to add this document to reproduce the bug within the bug, so it's also no need to do like
Mm-hmm.
preconditions. Yeah. So we started like from the beginning. We open, look at the breadcrumbs, pay attention when you now you like verifying a screenshot. It's okay like to look at it, but in real life it's better to click on it, not just look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you're mentioning that it doesn't lead to the appropriate application page.
Yeah, yeah. Actual expected result we have, and agree with the order. And also here we would like to mention that for sure it's in real life it's possible that our actual and expected result are almost the same, different just in one word, and it's
Just
okay.
opposite. The
Yeah,
same,
just
just opposite.
yeah, but please note that there are some bug tracking systems which require to create actual expected result in different ways. Yeah, so
Yeah.
in this case, yes, you should like use other types of phrases and synonyms.
Yeah, remember that summary, description, and actual result are just three different approaches to describe the bug, and they provide you opportunity to make it very detailed. So use this opportunity and make them different.
Mhm. Also, we need to review priority and severity. Remember what this is also very important attributes. For sure, severity, according to the theory, are set by project manager and so on. But
Priority.
sorry, priority, yeah, but uh, when you are doing some this testing tasks and so on, it's better to set all two fields. And one important thing here that according to the theory we had severity and priority, but when you, for example, use Jira in its typical Jira, so usually there is only priority field, which actually means severity. So
Yeah, the
it's quite
parameters
interesting.
of severity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's better to specify all two fields, and you should understand what is the difference and be able to provide examples. It's also questions on interviews. So we have an medium priority and severity is minor. Okay, let it be. Actually, severity and priority, it's very discussable topics. And
Yeah,
when we review together with Ludmila your tasks, we have like some, uh,
holy wars about is
yeah,
it so important? Yeah, maybe it doesn't crash like the form, but still that's a very, some of your bugs has a very great business value.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's see other maybe first back we will discuss deeply, but other ones we will like pay more attention on the summary because your task for sure is describe bug in a correct way, but also to find all the bugs on the screen. So next one is spelling mistakes in URL of the application website. Agree. This is a bug. Actually, we think about the priority of the bug. For sure, maybe like for the screenshot, it's a higher bug. But in real life, if you come to application with some URL, so it's a correct URL. Maybe,
Yeah, and this and point like a very discussing question. This is not like the name of the field if we are talking about a typo or spelling mistakes. This is like internet address. So this is maybe a much more complicated than that. But
mhm.
okay, a good point to check your attentiveness.
Yeah, yeah. The main thing here is that you find it, so it's very good.
Yeah, good.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Mhm. So, logo icon isn't displayed on the page. Cool. Again, description. Uh-huh. And here I would like to show you one more tip. I don't know are you how you're familiar with Excel or this online Excel, but we can do in the way to
We
see.
can pin, yeah,
Yeah.
the very
Mhm.
first row to make the usage of the document better, maybe.
Yeah, so we have like view, freeze, and two rows, I believe, because
Yeah, for us,
oh,
it
it's
is
one.
easier
Sorry.
to check your work, but for you,
Yeah,
it's easier to create your work.
yeah. So logo again, and priority is medium, severity is minor. For me, this is not a minor severity. Why? Because one feature is absolutely missed in your application. It's not like just a picture. It's clickable. So when you look at your requirements, you have like list of what fields, what sections, what elements should be presented on the page. So for
Yeah,
me,
and
it's like a
that
mess.
was like the point to discuss, because
Yeah,
this is like not the main element of the form. The form is still can be sent, so it isn't crashed and so on. So
but it's a
I so
logo.
okay, but nothing will happen. I want a cat. I want to receive a red cat. It doesn't matter for me what's the problem with the logo. I think this point is for discussion. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a very important functionality. That's a logo.
Yeah. And so here we would like to say you that priority and severity it's like depends on your project. So it's really discussable things, and especially when you start to work as a tester, you can ask help in this with your test lead, for example, with your lead. So it's okay, it's possible because in your particular project there can be some rules for severity, for priority, and this is okay. But for sure, yeah, and also don't be afraid to like explain your thoughts during the interview why you decided to set it a minor. So it's also possible
Yeah,
to
sometimes
explain.
the way you just describe your thoughts are much more important than the correct answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So, fourth bug is about your surname field isn't marked with this asterisk, but asterisk is written incorrectly.
Asterisk, yeah.
Sk, is such this one. Yeah, here we have the same good steps. Again,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, one moment. If we're
yeah.
talking about asterisks here, that maybe sounds like a graphic user interface problem. But do
Mhm.
not remember to recheck, is it like implemented on the back end as actually mandatory field?
Mandatory, yeah. Or not. So the problem can be even more deeper than just not added asterisk. It can be functionality. So this
Yeah,
field
it
can be,
can be just not implemented
yeah,
as mandatory one,
yeah.
and that's going to be a problem.
And actually, this is like quite unregular to use such moderate. We see this not just in this work, but in other ones. So, but on my
It doesn't sound so
experience,
familiar, yeah?
yeah. So it's quite interesting. What is the moderate for
Medium.
flu
I
medium? The
suppose
same like a
it
medium.
means medium, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Medium.
And
So
maybe again that's like the project, some definite project
yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Fifth, missing word in the input field. Agree, type is missed.
Mm-hmm.
Agree. Again, about is it okay? Let it be.
Do not argue on this topic.
Yeah,
I, I'd like to mention one moment here. This is not
the
actually the field. Yeah, we accept it because it wasn't. I mean, here the
fifth.
yeah, the
Yeah.
words,
Mhm.
the missing words. It's actually missing in the placeholder. This element that like a hint for our users, what should they write in here is called placeholder.
Yeah, and when we are specifying it in the requirements, it's possible to write it like a name of
Name
the
field.
field because there is no like a name. But actually, when we're talking about this text exact, it's a placeholder. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, cool. And the last one checkbox is unchecked by default.
Yeah,
Here
but
with yeah, the main
you want
problem.
to save this problem for later
No,
discussion.
no,
What?
this we can discuss. Yeah, here.
So actually, the problem is not only that it's not checked. Yeah, it seems like it isn't like you can't even check it. So it is inactive,
Yeah,
enabled,
yeah,
blocked.
Yeah, when you see such a gray color, it means that it can't be clickable, so it's like not active. So the problem also
And some of
here
you
is
like
this.
reported to separate backs
Yeah, yeah.
bugs, yeah. So it's just is not checked as it should be by default,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
it cannot be checked.
mm-hmm. Or it's inactive right now. We can't verify it, I hope, but like it seems like inactive maybe because we can. Yeah, it's okay, it's good. So what we can say here that not all bugs were found. Here, it's not a six
Yeah,
at all, but in general, don't forget about attachment, but all other are quite good, right? And
yeah, 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 yeah. The
your
main
English good.
attributes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
good.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. I remember about move a choice and the spin. So who would like to be the next one? Do you want your work will be the next? So
Who is it? Four.
four.
I wasn't sure. Is it 4 or 5?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So form, right? Okay, here we have again a summary, steps to reproduce, actual result, and expected result, just severity, uh, environment, and attachment, and even comment. Okay, it's good.
Okay, possible.
Yeah, priority is missed. You should
And description, what?
Yeah, yeah, and the main thing is the description. So you have like a short summary and a full description. Once again, I did do this one. So let's read the first one more deeply. Second chance for is it in open on the page? So, and here when we reviewed this bug, it's quite unclear for us. So here, like, a form is not opened
Yeah,
on
and
this.
the provided screenshot just specified breadcrumbs. Do you mean that you should be on the home page, on the page of the
Yeah,
form?
and
Maybe the
even i- we read the actual and expected result. It's
and
not
they are the
become
same.
clear. Yeah,
Yeah or not?
I
Form.
think
The
yeah.
second
No,
form
no,
is
no.
opened.
The second chance for is opened actual on a home page.
And then
Uh-huh.
on this on a select pad. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so that's the problem. I suppose that the problem was that it wasn't implemented possibility to follow the home page, because you see the form select a pet, you are at this form. Maybe when clicking on the link select a pet, the web page will be refreshed, you will be still at this page. But the problem is like that the first
Element
breadcrumb
of our
is.
breadcrumb is not clickable. Yeah,
So
so
the bug was found, but maybe summary
not
wasn't unclear.
yeah, yeah, and maybe the author didn't understand what is the bug. So you thought that this like an active page, not it's not possible. It's not a link, which should be, but a select a pad, it's a link, which shouldn't be a link. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's review and the severity measure. Yeah, I think it's
hmm
okay. Yeah, it's major.
Yeah. Could you please go to the steps? Yeah, to
Yes,
reproduce.
yes, yeah. Uh-huh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is just some kind of redundant maybe steps. Maybe the steps that you can do not include actually in steps to reproduce, like open a new tab, past, copy the link. Okay, I
Yeah, press
suppose
enter
develop.
button. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
open the application by the link. That's
maybe
all.
it was
One
like
step.
you were so impressed that we were asked you yesterday. Yeah, just each button in your test case is a separate step. Yeah, so
Yeah.
go into some application, go into some page. That's okay. Like one, go
Yeah,
to
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Don't
this
no need to
application.
to to add this
Or
like
yeah, or
obvious
open the
things.
form. Yeah.
Yeah, and here in this I remember in this work, the problem with steps reproduce. You see, for example, the one of the next, not the next one, but one of the bugs that a surname input field is not mandatory, and we have like input such field. Why? So we usually start from the link and describe all needed steps to go to the exact page.
Yeah, in any way, that's like a not full scope of steps. First of all, where and
Yeah.
how should you go here? And like, secondly, if you have decided to check, is it missing asterisk or is it really non-mandatory field? Remember about clicking, yeah, the submit button as well, like the very last step.
And once again, if you have an application, you can write the steps. But when you have a just screenshot, don't need to add these steps because you actually didn't do them. So it's not like incorrect. Yeah. So it's no need to write this regarding the screenshot. Okay, so let's review now, and we
Summaries.
have, yeah, you see that a lot of redundant steps to reproduce, so pay attention to this. And now, yeah, let's come back and review just summaries to verify if all bugs are found or not. The image of the logo is not displayed. Okay, your summary input field is not mandatory. Agree. There, your age is not a text when
Is
user
not a
and
text field. Yeah,
done.
actually, a very
Mhm.
interesting bug. It was implemented like a stepper, but in
Yeah,
our
and we see
requirement,
here an expected actual
yeah.
result actually, yeah.
So it was implemented like a stepper, but according to our requirement, it should be a simple uh, text field.
Yeah, and we hope that today's our useful information help you to see this,
The
what
name of
is it.
this element, yeah.
Yeah. And also here we no need this when user entered data. Is this like also redundant information? Yeah, so
Yeah, the requirement to the summary of bug reports are still the same, like with test cases, clear and try to be as short as possible with providing all the necessary information.
necessary, not all, but necessary.
Necessary.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Word type is not displayed in the, this is
Yeah, that's
again not
about placeholder.
the placeholder, right? Uh, S, uh, good bug, yeah,
Good
one
bug. Yeah.
yes.
Could you please
Mm-hmm.
show it like we do not
Yes,
concentrate
sure,
in the
sure.
letter? So in the drop down list, the age is less than 1 years. So S
Mm-hmm.
was
Should be
added.
1 year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good.
cool. Good. Next one, main option is selected by default on the sex radio button when again user enter data. It's redundant. And the problem here is like you found a bug, but describe again not in a good way. The problem is that sex is a radio buttons, and the main rule for them, for such elements, that only one option can be selected at once. So the problem here that there two options are selected. And uh-huh, Ludmila?
Yeah, and that's like a common mistake that radio buttons only one choice, and checkbox can provide you with a variance, some
Yeah,
variance of choice.
and usually this is a critical severity for such bug, not a minor one.
Yeah, that's functionality. You should have possibility to choose one option. That's very important.
Hmm. And here we have that summary that some values are selected by default. So what is the problem? And when we're
Sounds
looking,
okay for us.
yeah, so okay, this should be selected by default, right? Again, a lot of redundant steps to reproduce, and in actual result, we can see that again, this is selected, but in expected result, that also short head should be selected by default. So the problem is that short head is not selected by default. So,
So
and
this is your summary,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah, actually. So don't describe like good thing, describe the problem. What is the problem?
Yeah, but still
Okay.
the structure is good again. Pay attention to the description. It's
Yeah.
like a very good possibility again to add details to your bug reports. And when you add attachments, a very good practice is to provide needed highlighting. Yeah, to show where the bug is, what's the problem.
Mhm.
It will make them clear.
Yeah, and usually, for sure, if you have like a very big form, you can make like a part of
Mm-hmm.
it in a screenshot. But usually, we provide a full, for example, if it's small form, and just like highlight what is a problem, for example, in a red frame. So you can use even just a paint to do this. Not you shouldn't like install Photoshop or something like that. Okay, so let's move on to the next mm, work and let's see who will be the next one. Mhm, mhm. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Number 6.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we have as ID good summary steps to reproduce expected actual result, severity, priority. So attachment is missed and
Description.
and
Description.
description. Why again description? And also, I would like to recommend you to maybe like change your order. For example, on my project, we usually like after the steps wrote like actual results. So what we see. So we do some steps and see the following, or can do the following, and then we add expected result that the developer can
What
understand
would
what.
we like to see after
Yeah,
the last step? Yeah, that
yeah.
maybe differs from project to project. Sometimes expected results can be written first,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like a very common practice.
Mm-hmm. So it's better, yeah, to move to move them. Okay, summary. The form is located at the wrong link.
Okay, we've discussed, yeah, about the way to the
Follow the link. There is no form. There is no again like expected and actual are the same.
yeah, there is
With
no form on this, and actual, there is no
yeah.
form on this.
So what is the bug? What is the problem?
The
It's
bug with copy paste. So
yeah.
I suppose
Be
no is just
attentive, please.
redundant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so your age dropdown allows input of an invalid value. Again,
Yeah.
this
That's
is not a dropdown.
yeah, this is a stepper. And
Yeah,
why 18 years is like invalid value? It's
yeah.
in the range of our valid values. Maybe you'd like to mention that it's like was chosen by default.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And yeah,
and
maybe,
this
but
is a
stepper,
stepper, not an input field.
yeah, but in the most of steppers, like 99%, some value should be selected by default. So this is, again, this is the problem with the implemented element, not
Yeah.
the invalid values.
Again, we see this moderate. Wow, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I suppose, Luda, that our guests here, the participants of our marathons, are so good bug hunters, but not so good at bug reporting.
Not all, I think.
Yeah, yeah, there are some really great works.
Yeah. So, here we have like
Oh,
quite
good,
good summary. Yes, extra buttons allow choosing two options at a time. It's okay.
good.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
And
A
then
pick.
follow the link. choose
Uh-huh.
two radio buttons.
Again, so you can't choose it. If you have an application, it's okay. But when you describing bugs found on a screenshot, not just you see that two options are already selected, right? So describe what you actually see,
But
what you
but
can.
but yeah, but for real project, remember that choose,
Yes,
that's the option. Yeah,
absolutely.
doesn't allow. Okay.
So it's different. So let's review just the summaries to see if it's all bugs are found. Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is
It's
a
a typo,
typo that we can't
but
really identify from your bug report. We
yeah,
know that there is a typo
yeah,
here. That's true.
yeah,
And some of you like identify there are two typos like correctly, and we like sure that you've also saw this typo, but
here the
again,
same. Yeah, no
yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah.
Okay, next one. Your surname doesn't have an asterisk. It's
Okay,
right. Yeah, one yes. Again, 1 year.
good,
Again.
good. Mm-hmm.
Um, has a gray, yeah, this like not the grays, it's like be,
Inactive.
yeah, be more professional, use more professional words like
In
be,
the actual expected result, yeah, option with no possibility to choose it. So
hmm
you're like thinking correctly. That's right. So it is
yeah,
like
yeah,
inactive. The problem not with the colors, yeah. So the problem is that you cannot select this option. So
yeah, but
good.
again, uh, just bad copy paste, white with possibility to choose it and the gray with a no possibility. You see
I
it?
see. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And what's the
white should
problem?
be with,
Ah, with
so
possibility. Yeah.
should be with, yeah, possibility. Here no. Okay, but again, not all. So I think here we like provide a feedback. It's clear.
Yeah. Description.
Yeah,
Again,
attachment.
attachment. Be
Maybe like
attentive to copy
and
paste.
here add more steps, like maybe where to go, not just follow the link, but what in what section, for example, the next step, what to look at, and something like that, right?
Yeah,
So that
Islambek provided us a very good idea that copy paste is a tester's bug.
yes.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great, thank you.
So let's move on.
Let's move on. Uh, who will be the next one? Oh my god, oh my god. Free tools.
10.
10.
It's always so close that
Yeah,
you
so
just waiting the number to appear to be sure.
yes. So here we have a summary.
Here you even can to zoom the work because today I'm like
Finally.
very close to the
Yeah.
monitor. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, but you see that
Yeah,
there are a lot of
that's
fields, so it's
yeah,
like
a lot of fields, so it's actually no
yeah, and a
possibility.
lot of information in one like row. So we have a summary description, good steps with environment. Here it can be like a separate field. Again, precondition, which actually should be in STR, steps to reproduce. Again, like
Again,
a
there's bug.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have act and requirements is good. Severity, priority, reproducibility, attachment. Okay. And actually, I can recommend you when especially you are new in a project, firstly to use full words, not this one, because if you have like a new developer, what is it? What? Oh my god! Oh my god! So just write the full words, please. Yes. So let's read. The absence of an asterisk near the mandatory field. So it's better. There is no like. I like that in the summary we have like an action. In English we can use this phrase there is, there as, there isn't, something
Yeah,
like that.
it will help you to follow the golden rule. What, where, under what condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. We
but
have
there's a bug.
a detailed description, which is not the same as a summary, so it's also good. The user will not understand that the field is mandatory. Okay. pay attention. Okay, so the form is opened. It's better, for example, new developer will come on a project. So the form is opened. Okay, what should I do? Never use such things,
Such a
some
form, yeah.
phrases in test cases and in the bug report. So you open the open the page by the link, open the form by the link, something, open the application and pay attention. Okay,
And
there
in this
isn't.
bug report, a great example of severity and priority, yes, severity minor, priority a sub. And
Mhm.
again, if it's just UI bug, yeah, so
Yeah,
just the asterisk is missing, and still the form requires this field to be filled in order to send the form. That's true. So it's like a minor bug, but if it's like not implemented as a mandatory fields,
yeah. But if it's implemented as mandatory field and there is just no asterisk, it's really a sub? Seriously, I don't think so. Sorry. But it's also discussable. Yeah, okay.
why
We
don't
will
you think?
continue, Ludmila, to discuss this after
Yeah,
our.
in the form, sorry, just a couple of words from the
Yeah,
chat.
sure.
In the form, your name field is with an asterisk. Actually, this is not a bug. Yeah, surname. Actually, the problem was with
Ah,
surname field.
wow. We
Yeah,
believe you, so we just read about like the meaning,
yeah,
not
we
about
remember
details.
that's like copy paste in our brains. Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
problem with asterisk somewhere. But good, Denise, thank you.
yeah, good catch. So the image is not displayed on the log element. Okay, I would like to, in general, like a log element is not displayed. I don't agree. Again, this is a trivial bug. But okay, this is like holy war.
Hmm.
We have good again. Just me do some which help us. Mhm. The next one.
Actual and expected results are very short.
Yeah.
So if you could provide more details, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, incorrect display
And
of
the
radio button.
steps, right? Incorrect display. Again, this is not like incorrect. This is like two options that are selected by default in
Yeah, when
radio
you're writing,
button.
maybe that's like an English issue, but double display of radio but okay, so I need two radio buttons. They too are
Uh-huh.
displayed. So what's the problem here?
Yes, yes, yes.
The
Yeah,
problem
so
with
be
possibility.
more accurate with your bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, actual and expected results make us believe that you understand the problem, actually, the
Yeah.
bug.
Hmm. But as a summary, this is like your first impression, so it really should be very great. So please more attention on, please, yeah, pay more attention on the summary and practice it all the time. So, for example, if you even see some problem in your life, don't connect it, it doesn't connect it with application on, etc. But try to formulate a summary in
Yeah,
English for
especially in
sure.
English. Yeah,
Yeah, incorrect display default value of the age. Yeah. Mhm.
incorrect
But what
display.
is incorrect? Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
about stepper again? I suppose.
No, it's just about 1 year. So it's like
Ah, okay. So in the field in drop down.
yeah, it's a age actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
No,
it's
yeah, age,
in
yeah,
the
not your
field.
age. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so summary should be like more specific here. What is meaning incorrect display? What is incorrect? Yeah, so be more specific here. Okay, the
okay.
next, yeah, incorrect display of the GIT. Mhm. Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so the field actually is not a field. In this work, I'd like the like give a recommendation to the author, like review GUI elements and their naming. Because if the previous bug was described with drop down, it was like obvious for me what the bug is, but I have some problems identifying. And here again, so this is like a stepper And if you
Yeah,
will
and
use
the
this word,
problem with the not like the digit 70 is this 17 is displayed correctly.
yeah, that's
Why?
okay.
Yeah. The problem that it should be input field, not a stepper.
Yeah, try to make summaries more clear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid of adding details. So when we tell you that summary should be like short, but it's not should be maximally short. It should have enough information, clear information. So don't be afraid of adding more details in the summary. So here missing hint. It's
Should
okay,
it be
right?
provided
I believe
according to the
no.
requirements?
No, we have this information in requirements to help you understand the format, but there should not be these fields. Yeah, this is not a bug. Mhm. Agree. Again, missing hint. This is not a bug.
You can suggest it like an improvement.
Yeah, this is good point. Yeah. So, the tasks of the testers not just only create a bug report what is incorrect, but also, as we told yesterday, your minds should be turned on all the time. And if there are some if you have some recommendations for your application based on your experience or
Yeah,
so and
maybe
so on.
you think that it will a very like back impact in the usability. Yeah, so
Yeah,
suggest
yeah.
this idea.
So
That's cool.
this will be not a bug, but it will be like improvement,
Enhancement, improvement.
enhancement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incorrect of checkbox.
Again,
Uh,
it's not like incorrect displaying in the form.
mm-hmm, yeah. So not options are selected by default in the drop down,
Wrong
right?
options. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, Again,
Invalid
this is not about color. This is not
code
active.
functioning. Yeah.
Yeah. But so you
Good.
find
That's
a bug, yeah, but not describe it in a good way. And also like uh, one
typo.
letter is missed. Yeah, never. You should verify your each word and each phrase a lot of time because you testers you find bugs in other work. So your works, your tasks should be maximally perfect. No typos. Encoded for display and on the cancel, so should be cancel like maybe this is not
With
a
capital
font.
letters.
Yeah, maybe should be capital letters. Yeah.
Are you sure that priority ASAP for for
Yeah.
the letters?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not so sure.
Agree.
Actually, this
Agree
is
with
like
you.
the example where we will have no discussion with Ludmila.
Yeah. He absolutely agree. This is like low priority. Non-clickable home. Oh, here this is a good summary, I think. Yeah.
And the description, can think that the description is even much better. The user cannot follow the breadcrumbs chain.
Okay.
Good. Like it a lot.
Yeah, should be blue. Maybe should black. Okay, maybe should
Again,
be
the
like
problem not with the
clickable.
color.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But
good.
good. 11. Still not.
Okay, we've crossed out two.
Yeah. So I think that we will review the last one. So the time like
Hmm.
flying. Remove choice, then the spin. Ah, and 3. So let's look at task number 3. This is quite
Okay,
good.
I remember this work, yeah.
Oh, but not, I think not full. And here we have a summary description, actual description, expected actual result, steps to reproduce, reproducibility, okay, severity, priority, even symptom, and
Svetoslav
attachments.
Kulikov will will like you
Are
because
you fan of his book? Because he like he provides there this fields and the order. Actually, in the real life, usually when we are posting bugs in Jira, we have the summary description where we should put description, then steps, then actual expected result. So maybe like combining these two columns, I think. Yeah.
yeah, and symptom are not so like popular in reporting bugs in Jira, as well as reproducibility. If it's always is not like commonly
Mm-hmm.
typed,
Yeah, yeah.
it should
So
be really mentioned if it's sometimes
yes, yes, and but this is good that you remember
good.
this field, and also we would like to pay your everyone's attention on the attachments. I'll try to do this yeah
To
bigger.
show them better.
Yeah, yeah. You see that the full form is provided, and we have like highlighting we even with the arrow. In some other work, we have like even better because here we have a hint with like summary of the bug. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's review our uh, first bug. Logo icon is not presented in the page. Agree. According to the requirements, okay, this is very good. It can be separately described requirements, or
Yeah,
even it
you
can
can
be
provide
separate
the link.
field. Yeah, but it's cool. Logo is should be presented. Cool, but maybe okay. Description it's possible, right? Expected login is presented, is not presented, click and see. Okay, precondition, we mentioned it. Again, it's severity, minor.
Do not like it.
Normal.
I know.
Okay.
Uh, so maybe again precondition with Google Chrome is like you can shouldn't include it into the steps even. So the
Yeah.
step just go somewhere. So
Yeah. You have like separate field
yeah,
environment where you
environment.
should specify this. And also cosmetic flow. Okay, it's possible, yeah. So the next one, your name field is not marked with an asterisk. Agree. Your age is like a stepper. Good, very good. Type is missed. Doesn't matter and mail option are selected by default. Okay, it's like the problem two options are selected. Shortcut is not selected by default, and here we have like shorthand option is not clickable
Yeah,
or
this is a good
inactive.
example. We've
Yeah, yeah,
mentioned it
yeah,
earlier.
agree. But here you see that in description description is missed. Never miss it. And the capital letter is missed in a word. Uh, Here in Excel you can make it red, but for example,
Jira.
in Jira it's impossible. So think about some other formatting. Sorry, capital letter is missed in the surname. This is a bug. Spelling mistakes. Agree. So, what was the full? Do you remember this was the first one with the full uh, bugs? Not? Let's look.
With like
No,
more
it
full.
was
Oh, the
yeah,
first work was actually cool. We
yeah,
discussed it was like import from some kind of tool.
yeah. Maybe like from a Jira, you know. Yeah, it's quite good. So
But maybe
second
we
was
have a couple of time. We can show the screenshot and give possibility to Name other bugs.
So we have more
One
than
cool bug you wasn't like shown in the work we've
provided work.
provided
Uh-huh.
feedback. Yeah, I'm about an arrow.
Yeah, but someone
Yeah,
found it.
like a couple of people, I suppose.
Two, yeah. One was with incorrect summary about uh, drop up. Yeah.
Uh,
This-
Actually, do you understand about what arrow are we talking about? So we're
What a
talking about some arrow.
yeah. Yeah, wait, is
I found it. Cool, Denise. That's cool. So, Luda, show. So, Denise is with us. He allows us to show
Yeah,
the bug
so
on the
here,
form.
please
Where
pay
is it?
attention that usually by default when we have a drop down, we need to open it, we use this arrow and it will show us a list with the values and arrow will change to this one. But here we have like a closed drop down without any open
Yeah.
values, but
So,
arrow is
we're
like
talking about type
open.
of pet drop down list. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
arrow like is showing
yeah.
up, upside down.
I'm now I'm moving my what is it? Arrow. Did you see it or not?
No,
No?
that's the way I
I
was
make
asking.
some
Show and
movies of
show.
my mouse,
Please
but you
show.
oh my god,
Okay,
how
what about
okay.
using HTTP instead of HTTPS?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've discussed this point together. A good point that you've mentioned it, and it's actually a security issues. A good example, but it wasn't specified, so maybe uh, it is allowed or something like that. But for most of the project, I agree with you. HTTPS like must have title with exclamation mark, but what typo, I suppose a couple of people again uh, have found a typo in the phrase after the gallery link, like in the greeting friends. Are you trying to find the word?
Yeah, the perfect work. What was
It
it?
is a perfect attachments and like interesting description in some of the work. The description was provided. Okay, here is the work. I remember this work. I
Yeah.
do not who is this one. A very good attentiveness, like amazing attentiveness, and so many attributes are missing.
Yeah, so good
But
bug hunter,
ab-
but bad
absolutely
bug
good bug
reporter.
hunter. About
This
how
one,
many
right?
bugs were there in total in the whole work? About 12, 15, if you like consider some of the bugs or no.
Mhm. Here we have like very interesting type of description. So today is like our the last this feedback session. So we open all the works and it's like it's interesting. We see this for the first time when like this description provided in the way like actually some
Acceptance
requirements
criteria
yeah should be
in
written. So
agile
maybe this like
required in some particular project.
yeah, it's quite
We like
interesting.
wonder. Yeah,
And
but
yeah,
interesting
here,
way.
yeah, and here's a good screenshot with the bug. So you see this like bug with breadcrumbs. Uh,
We
isn't
cannot
can you
see
see?
the hints.
Oh my God!
The
The
most
next
interesting part.
about
And
Loga.
one recommendation while trying to show the hints, one general recommendation to the
Yeah,
author of this work, please keep on improving your summaries. They are great, but still they are too verbose.
s-
So try to reduce the
yeah.
number of
Mhm.
words, still saving your summaries so effective as they are.
The next bug, your name should be capitalized. The next, your surname again should be capitalized. Your surname asterisk is missed. Again, we have a should be here input field, not a stepper. Your email should be without
Yeah,
in
Hybern.
one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good bug.
Yes, yes,
Again, it was like for very, very attentive.
yes. Next one also type is missed here. So here, like we have ideal work. Yeah. Cat.
Summary. I
Yeah.
disagree
So
with you, summary.
drop down arrow.
Arrow.
Here we have a bug, right? So this 1 year.
Good.
Uh-huh. Two radio buttons are selected at once, and shorthead is active, should be
Should be
acting. Yeah,
active and
is not active.
selected.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely. This is not a bug, so we have this like three uh, like dots. It was written a requirement, so but okay, it's maybe like more than
Enhancement.
enhancement. Yeah, cancel should be it's a cancel. Wow, very good.
But yeah, a very interesting description and a very interesting approach to the
Yeah, you can
attachment.
write now. You can write to us if it's really some practice on your project. Okay, so that's it for today, and we show you
Like,
all the bugs, yeah,
yeah,
on the
we
screen.
hope it was interesting to
Yeah,
find a box. If you like found more, I suppose, during this session, that's cool.
yeah. And also pay attention that the task of the tester not just to find the bug, but create a correct and beautiful and the full and the clear bug reports.
Yeah,
So
and even perform some researches, yeah, if it is needed to understand the bug.
yeah, yeah,
So, well done. Thank
yeah.
you
Well
for your
done.
works. They were great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See you tomorrow
See
as
you.
usual. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.